For many people, personal finances can be an overwhelming area where they don't know where to begin. You've got unnerving jargon, and sometimes people talk over others' heads. Well, we want to change that, and we're going to begin changing that today in our new Money Monday segments. We're so excited to welcome Kyle Winkfield to the show today. Good morning, Kyle. How are you?
I'm doing well, Natalie. How are you?
I am well. And getting to know you before the segment, I read that you are a breath of fresh air when it comes to the financial industry and, most importantly, helping people. And we love doing that here on The Blend and sharing some advice. So let's get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
How is your approach different than what other financial groups out there may be?
Okay, well, that's a great question. And I think the best way to answer this is to say that financial advisors can do one of two things for you. So, Natalie, the first thing a financial advisor can do is they can find you better investments that get a better rate of return, which simply is code for more risk. And I think most people, especially those that we lead, guide, and protect in retirement, aren't really looking for more risk. So that's one way they can do. The second thing that financial advisors can do is they can help you be more efficient by helping you identify areas that you are unknowingly and unnecessarily giving away money to third parties that don't care about your success or share your values. So that's where we fit in at Finley Alexander. We can help you become more efficient so you can have more money, because it's all about what you keep and spend and use versus what you make. So we can have a greater impact on people's lives by helping them avoid the losses than pick the winners. And I think that's what sets us apart, as well as many other facets. But that's one way I would answer that question.
And Kyle, one thing that I've been able to learn, in my personal situation, sometimes investment firms are trying to push their own products. And that's where you bring up that risk and that money that you may be losing. And sometimes that may be unknowing to the client, unknowing to yourself.
Yeah, I think one of the buzzwords in the industry now is fiduciary. And that's a big, fancy, jargon-based word that really just simply means that you're acting in the best interest of the person you're serving. So most folks have had a fiduciary experience, maybe with a physician, an attorney, an accountant, an engineer. Those folks, well, do what's in your best interest. It's funny how the financial industry is like, oh, okay, that's a buzzword now. I know, at least at Finley Alexander, we've always been in the fiduciary capacity, and I think that's important because it's not about the products that are going to solve or be the solution. They're part of the solution, but it's more about the strategy. And so if I can, Natalie, now I'm not a great golfer, but I think golf's a great analogy to help people understand products aren't going to solve anything, because let's assume that financial products are like golf clubs, and then you've got to swing. So when you play golf, you got to be able to hit the ball. And the thing is, it's all about your swing, because if it was all about the club, then any one of us could go out and buy the best club and then be number one at golf. And we know that's not true. So the same thing with your personal financial life. It's all about that financial swing. It's all about enjoying the journey along the way, being able to not get frustrated, but have fun. And then we can pick the right clubs, because each club is based on what you're trying to do and the kind of swing that you have and all that. Because I'm a pretty tall guy, so I've got to get these custom shafts and everything else. So
I love it. I still wish the Big Bertha would help my drive, and it just does not. So I really appreciate that analogy. I'm curious, though, you were talking about buzzwords. Another buzzword we hear a lot, portfolio. Some folks may think, oh, I have a portfolio, I'm done, that's all I need to do. Why is a portfolio only one aspect of a good and solid financial plan?
Oh, man, Natalie, I love your question. So here's the thing. Portfolios aren't plans. I mean, let's think about what a portfolio is. Now, it gets its buzzword. The buzzword for the financial industry actually comes from the art industry or anywhere else. It's just a collection of accounts. That's all it is. It's a collection of accounts that you've acquired over time or have. Now, the key here is, how do those accounts come together to give you your defined outcomes, your definition of success? I mean, what do you want to see happen? More importantly, what don't you want to see happen with your money? I mean, I think you can start there before you start talking about how do you define success. So a portfolio is a good start, but coordinating those assets, creating the choreography so it can give you the outcome you want, because the whole purpose of saving all this money is to enjoy it and spend it, because as you know, you can't take it with you. There are no luggage racks on Earth.
Very, very good point. Well, in closing, I'm glad you were able to break down your broad view approach to helping your clients. I know there's a special offer right now. If people are on the fence that perhaps people want to take advantage of, and we want to share your contact information, explain what this is all about, please.
Yeah, so that's you hear complimentary consultation. I think the first thing people do is recoil and say, "Oh, geez, they're going to try to sell me something or convince me of something." And I'm just like, "Hey, look, let's have a chat." I mean, the best deal is I'm going to probably be talking to you right here on my cell phone. You might be talking from your favorite phone, and we can't solve all the problems of the world in 15 minutes, but we can decide whether or not we should continue to talk. And I think that's going to be very obvious in 15 minutes. I've done this a while, and in 15 minutes where the energy level is, and can we help this person? The other piece is coming this Tuesday, I guess tomorrow, we're gonna be having a webinar. So if you want to get a feel for who we are and how we can make an impact in people's lives, I'd invite people to join the webinar just by going to finleyalexander.com.
Good stuff. Putting the information out there. Like it. Kyle, thank you for our time. I can't wait to continue this Money Mondays right here on The Blend. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
All right.